Welcome to IIM Ahmedabad admission policy for 2025 to 2027 PGP-MBA batch. You must have already received the calls if you are eligible. But on what basis have you received those calls? Let's take a look at the two-step process that IIM Ahmedabad follows. The first step is, of course, that you will have to be shortlisted for this AWT and PI round. How do you get that shortlist? If you meet the minimum eligibility and the cutoff eligibility, then you will receive a call from them. Otherwise, you won't receive an email. And then, of course, you have to fill whatever details are required in that email. So you have to fill specified forms and everything and follow according to that. On what basis have you received that call? Let's take a look at minimum eligibility criteria. It's quite comprehensive. Listen to that carefully. First thing is that your average of 10th and 12th percentage should be equal to or more than these, according to whatever category you are falling and according to whatever stream you chose in your 12th class. Listen to me carefully. It is average of the marks of 10th and 12th class. They also have another eligibility criteria, which is that you should have minimum 50% marks in 10th and 12th class, for general category, and 45 for SC, ST and PWD. I think we'll take a look at that as well. So you have to meet that, and you have to also meet the average. The second thing is, of course, you have to have positive raw score in all sections of CAT. And this should be the minimum percentile that you should have gotten. And of course, the actual percentiles would be quite higher. Then we have this application rating score and composite score, which is calculated on the basis of which you receive the call for AWT and PI. Now, this application rating score is composed of your score in 10th, 12th, graduation, your work experience, and the gender diversity, which basically means 0 marks for male and 2 marks for others. Let's take a quick look at what are the various tables that are for the 10th, 12th and graduation work experience score. This is the table for 10th class. So let's say you got between 70 and 80% marks in 10th class. So you are awarded 5 marks for the rating score of A. Similarly, for your 12th class, depending upon the stream you have chosen, these are these specific marks assigned for specific percentages. Now, in this case, I'm sure will be able to see that in most of the cases, science stream is slightly less favored. Just to give you a perspective, if you have gotten 75% marks in 12th class, and if you are a science graduate, you will get that score as 5. As a commerce graduate, also you will get a score of 5. But as an arts graduate, you will get a score of 8. But if you have 70%, not 75, 70% marks in 12th class, you, as a science graduate, you will get 3. As a commerce graduate, you will get 5. So in this case, you will be able to see that 70% marks is getting a commerce graduate the score of 5. But not the same thing with a science graduate in this case. So, and then it keeps on varying a bit here and there. So overall, you will be able to see that these two streams are slightly more favored, and the reason is that there are more number of people who are from science background that appear for CAT, of course. The other thing is, according to your academic category, what scores you are assigned. So this AC1, AC2, AC3 and all that stuff are academic categories, and these are the names of these academic categories. Whether your subject falls in academic category or which academic category, you can check that out on this website, this particular link. So all the degrees are given in this case. Then work experience score. The best part is that unlike many other institutions, they do not reduce the work experience score after a particular point in time. So once you get 36 months of work experience, it becomes a straight 5 marks. Then they calculate a normalized AR score. So your AR score divided by the average of the top 50 AR score of the applicants pool, which means the people who applied to CAT and to IIM Ahmedabad, and on that basis, they calculate the next thing, which is called composite score. Now that comprises of 35% of your normalized AR score, 65% of your normalized CAT score. If you meet that level, you get the call. The second step is, of course, the final merit list, and this has these components, out of which PI component has the maximum weightage, which is 50%. All these are normalized scores, your AWT, your normalized CAT, your normalized AR, and then those of the people who receive the highest one, of course, they get the final admission call from IIM Ahmedabad. So keep checking your email. All the very best.